Is it bad that I still think about my first love? Like almost every day. Nah, I really should admit this. I shouldn't admit this, especially if he actually watches these and like he like stalks these. I don't know. I doubt he does. But then at the back of my head, I hope he does. No, yeah, it is fine. It's whatever. There's not much to say. Yeah, I mean, I really do like. No, I'm kidding. There is a lot to say. There's so much I can say. And unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever get to say it to him. It's fine. Honestly, my apology to him is just going to be never speaking to him again. And that's going to be the greatest act of love I've ever shown him. I'm sorry. No, it's just like, there's so much to the story. And I'm probably not going to give the whole story. Maybe one day, if I could somehow get him on screen with me to like tell his side of the story. No, I'm kidding. Well, I don't know. It is very entertaining. And I have gone on TikTok live like several times just ranting about it to like literally like 2 or 1 viewer. And that was really therapeutic as is. So I'm sorry you had to have been there to really like know all the tea. Because I really laid it out. But it ended really terribly. I mean, we were never even a thing. It was a situationship. It was a situationship. Why am I still thinking about this? I met him almost like, it's been at least this month. It's going to be going on literally 8 years. And I still think about him all the time. I fear I'll be 80 still thinking about him. I fear I will have dementia or Alzheimer's and I'll forget everybody in my bloodline. But for some reason, I'll remember him. And I don't know how I'd ever recover from that or how my family would feel about it. No. I'm sorry. Honestly, I feel like I'm bringing this up and I'm probably setting myself backwards because actually, if I really am being honest with y'all, I've been thinking about him significantly less in recent times. When I say recent times, I mean within the last month. But that doesn't change the fact that there always are like little passing thoughts where I'm like, wonder what he would think about this. You know? And it doesn't matter because he wouldn't think about it because he wouldn't even text me because he ghosted me multiple times. But I still wish I could tell him and I wish I could hear what his thoughts are about it. And the sad thing is I never will. I think the most romantic thing he could do though is send me a letter. No, I'm kidding. Well, he probably doesn't watch this. And even if he did, he's probably too dumb to realize that I'm actually talking about him. Or there might be somebody else who's really dumb and think that this is actually about them when it's actually not. But me and this dude that I'm talking about, like, this dude, like, really put me through the ringer. Like, multiple times, because I let him multiple times try to get back into my life, try to have another chance. And then every time, he dropped the ball. And the last time, I'll admit it, I dropped the ball on that. But I think he played a part in it too. But also I really literally shattered the ball that you'll never be able to play with the ball again. That's how bad it was. Like I did, and I'm just gonna say now, if I ever get canceled for the things I did to him before in the future, like, yeah, I did that. I'm a terrible person. I think about it all the time. And there was one point in time where it was really like, is all I think about. Is all I think about. And I would just want to reach out to him, but I've done everything in my power to hold back and to not do that because I don't want to get a restraining order. No. It was really bad though. It was really bad. It was really bad. It was really bad. And I'm honestly, sometimes I wish nothing more than just to be able to talk to him again and apologize to him. But I think it's just like better off for the both of us if I just leave it at like never talking to him again, because it just doesn't need to happen. But at least I can tell you right now that like I'll probably never talk to him again, and that's fine. I mean, deep down, no, it's not fine. But when I try to think about it more logically, I do think, like, no, that's, like, just the best thing you could do for him. Just never speaking with him again. That's the biggest apology I could give him. And I think, if anything, if I ever do speak to him again, I just need to let him come to me and me not even touch that subject with a 10-foot pole. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm gross. And I'm not editing this out. Okay, I'm sorry. Spit out like a loogie. Anyways. Sorry, anyways. No, but genuinely, like, I really do feel like that man fundamentally changed the way I will forever perceive love and see love. And every man after him has nothing but confirmed everything I've ever known to be about anybody, like, even, like, remotely interested in me, which, let's be real, they're probably never ever interested in me, but I think they are. And then they all, like clockwork, it always ends the same, and with people ghosting me, which, yes, that's a red flag on my part. And don't worry, I don't put myself, especially right now, no, I'm not dating, I'm not putting myself out there because I'm a load of work. But I think right now I've come to a spot in my life where I'm like, you know what, I'm okay being single, it's fine. Yeah, I get sad every now and again when I think about it, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it'd be nice, but I think I miss out on more when I long for a relationship than when I move the fuck on and just don't think about it. And again, I have been thinking about this dude a lot less. If anything, I just needed something to talk about on the YouTube right now because I'm trying to post 3 times a day. So you're not special if you're watching this. No, not you. The YouTube video, my first love, if he happens to be a viewer. Which, I don't know, deep down, like, my narcissistic ass, like, really hopes, like, I hope he keeps tabs on me. I hope he has a secret account, not under his name, that he uses all the time to look me up and religiously counts every step I make. I'm kidding, he probably doesn't. And I really think that's what I was doing more so than him. I don't do that anymore, don't worry. I've literally tried to block him on everything because I'm like, yeah, no, like, this is, like, actually help. Anyways, but sorry, sometimes I do get sad though when I think about it. Ugh. And I try not to really think about it genuinely. But honestly, overall, my life has been being a lot better. And actually, after going on a trip to the Philippines not too long ago, I've been referencing this in, like, every video recently. But since coming back from the Philippines, like, I really do feel like that was such a great, like, reset. And genuinely, after coming back, like, the boy problem thoughts I was having, they went away. Now, so the thoughts I have about this, my first love, it be, like, in passing, just being like, damn, I wish I could tell him that. But overall, I don't really think about him that much, especially, like, just, like, a few months ago, like, the thoughts were, like, so intense that I, like, was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna start dating again. Because after I stopped talking to him, like, back in, like, 2022, I was like, yeah, I'm never dating anyone ever again, and that will be my apology to him. But now my apology is just gonna be never speaking to him again. So but yeah, I literally punished myself. I was like, yeah, I'm never talking to anybody because you're absolutely crazy. And the only way you can show him that you're truly sorry is just by you never traumatizing another man again. And unfortunately, I have probably traumatized at least one other dude, which honestly, he kind of deserved it, but whatever. Anyways, yeah. But if anything, sometimes, okay, like, this is probably, like, there's probably no correlation here whatsoever. But lately, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm doing a lot better overall. I wonder if now that my life has finally turning up, I wonder if his is going down. No, I'm sorry. I really shouldn't think like that. But it's just, like, sometimes when my life be going bad, I'm like, wow, is he the one that is living the good life right now and I'm the one suffering? And, like, I wonder if it flip-flops. there's probably no correlation. Honestly, at the end of the day, because of how much I really did care about him, and I still do at the end of the day, I do wish him nothing but the best. Hope he gets over his trauma and stops treating women like they're invisible. But I'll let him handle it himself, because I was definitely never meant to be in the picture. It's fine. Okay, let's not think about it. Let's not. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. Oh, move the camera. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I just needed content for the YouTube today, and I was just kind of just thinking about him just a little bit. I don't mean to give him a big head after all this time, and the fact that I still be talking about this man. I really shouldn't. It's probably just like fueling his ego. But I don't know. Again, like, wish him the best. I'm sorry for the trauma I put him through. Like, I am. But I'm sure he's fine without me. Pretty sure he has a girlfriend right now. If not, maybe also a baby mama. I don't know. Don't ask me how I know that. I was very upset when I first found that out. But now at this point, I'm kind of like, you know what? Yeah. I'm glad he moved on, even though it took me so long. Like, it feels like, if anything, I feel like I'm just now moving on. But that doesn't mean that, you know, the thought of him doesn't cross my mind at least once a day, even if it's in passing. But, you know, he deserves to be happy too. I mean, obviously there was a reason at one point why I liked him so much. And I think if anything, you know what the fault of this probably is? That Thinking of You fucking song by Katy Perry. Sorry. It's a good song though, but genuinely, like, if I am with another person, like another romantic-esque type of person or whatever, yeah, the person I'd be thinking of, it'd be him. It'd be him, and we never even dated. But fun fact, I've never actually legitimately dated anybody. I haven't been anybody's girlfriend except for one person in 3rd grade. But everybody tells me that doesn't really count. But I don't know. I count that because that's the only thing I know. I'm sure you're seeing a pattern and a reason as why I've stayed single this long. Regardless, it's fine. It's fine. Wish him nothing but the best. Hopefully he's living up his life. Hopefully his new girl isn't like giving him new trauma. And honestly, maybe that's why he's about to wife her up. And if he does, I hope I don't find out. Otherwise, nightmare blunt rotation. Sorry, I just was looking on my TikTok repost earlier, and one of the TikToks I reposted was this guy saying, me in 15 years commenting on my ex's picture with her husband and kid saying nightmare blunt rotation and getting a text back or something along the lines of that, or getting a text back after 15 years from my ex after saying that. Okay, regardless, whatever, you just know that's the premise of the TikTok, and I'm gonna have to use that one day. Anyways, moving on. You know what? One time I was genuinely thinking so bad about this person who's actually terrible. And I remember, it was so crazy. But I'm thinking about him. I'm driving out of a parking lot. In front of me is literally a car. And I'm pretty sure verbatim it said, "It's okay to move on." And I was like, holy shit. If that doesn't seem like a sign from the universe, from God, from whoever, whatever higher beings out there, if that isn't a sign from them, I don't know what is. Because it's like, I really needed to see that in that moment. Like, oh, yeah, I need to move on. But I do be feeling like I'm moving on now. And yeah, I just need to live my truth. But I just need to drop this little Easter egg for him in hopes that maybe he is still searching for me out in the world, because I tried to block him on social media so that I could not go on there and look at his shit all the time. It was really bad. Not so much anymore. Every now and again, I just check to see if he changed his profile picture, but hasn't, and that's fine. Anyway, hey, if you're watching this, this is my first love. If you're watching this, change your profile picture. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That's terrible. Don't do that. Don't do that as a way to like show me a sign that you watch this. Don't do that. Because I will like literally, that's what I'm going to think. Anyway, no, it's fine. I'm not fine though. No, it's whatever. Regardless. I'll fully recover one day. At least that is the plan. And I will be released from the shackles of the past I have with him that keeps me caged to this day. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. No, I will get over it for real. I really do feel like lately I have been feeling strides in the idea that I am moving on. And I feel like I would have said that. And honestly, all it took, a solo trip out the country. Bro, 1,000%. You thinking it's bad about somebody, you hate your life, like you're going through it, like, bro, just go on a trip. I don't care if you don't have money. Would you rather spend money, be happier when you come back, or stay miserable but have the money but you don't ever spend it because like whatever reason? I don't know. You do the math. Sometimes you can buy happiness. No, I'm sorry. Anyways, just go on more solo trips if you want to stop thinking about your first love as much. I know it's like, girl, you say that you haven't been thinking about him as much, and then you make a whole YouTube video. Yes, but that's the way I cope with things. That's the way I get over things, talking about them until I can finally shut up about this. And maybe this will be my final word about him. Probably not, but I love you, Pookie. No, I'm kidding. There was a reason he was my first love, and there was a reason I really cared about him, and there's a reason I still think about him. But I love him so much that I will forever set him free and will never expect to hear back. And I will ultimately die fine with that. But I do hope I hear back. No, it's fine. That's my apology to him. Honestly, even if he does text me back or reaches out to me ever again, I need to just like leave that alone. But you know, deep down, like, yeah, it'd be nice. But at the same time, like, I care way too much about him that I just like, my sorry is just never speaking again. And I hope you know, like, literally just like maybe like end of last year, I would be making videos similar to this talking about him, but they would be much more emotional. I feel like I'm able to think more logically now and clearly now, but man, was I down bad even like just a few months ago, just really wanting to reach out, and I'm really glad I didn't, because we don't need like a part 5 to that saga. Oh my god, no. Yeah, no, it probably was more than that. I don't even know, man. It was so many times, and every single time it was a fail, and it never ended in a relationship at any point in time. Mind boggles me, but I don't know. So yeah, wish him the best, but do me a solid and never reach out, and I'll never reach out too. And that's my formal apology to that man. Anyways, I'm trying to bite myself so that I don't reveal more personal information about him, and I won't, out of his respect or out of my respect. I don't know. Honestly, I shouldn't. I should just be dogging on this man, but no. I'm over that. Regardless, I'm gonna get going. No, I can't.